Hello and welcome to the weekend shave, to the Sunday shave, and I hope I find you all well, in good spirits, good health, and glad it's the weekend, even though it's Sunday and it's closing the weekend. But if you have a shave, and I don't know if you ever shave one of your sort of special shaves on a Sunday, but it's great. It is nice to have at least one special shave a week. Your shave, not the work shave where you're sort of in a rush, but your sort of 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes, whatever your time. Now this is my last shave was aggressive, a very aggressive razor and setting, the Merca Future, which is an aggressive razor on any setting, and one of the most aggressive razors I own. And also on the setting is the highest setting, but it was a very comfortable shave if you watch that video. So what I'm doing now is, this is hopefully a bit interesting for the beginner, for the new people coming into this way of shaving. And I know I tend to go on about, you know, new people, welcoming new people. We need to do that in the wet shaving, because the more people that use products that want to shave this way, business and shops only have to have a hint of interest, and they will, if they can make a buck or a few quid, they will stock the items, hopefully anyway, and it'll give us a more even to the modern multi-blade cartridges, which have their place. You know, I'm not saying they're no good at all, they do have their place, but this is the best way, innit, to be fair, come on. So I'm going to use, I've used the most aggressive, and I'm going to use now the mildest one, which is the Wilkinson Sword Classic razor. I've used this a few times, and a very safe razor. There's no blade overhang, there's no adjustments, it's as it is, standard two-piece razor. You twist the handle now, and one thing I will say, if you're new to this way of shaving, nearly lost the blade, it's a plastic thread, so be careful when you unthread and thread it, just be careful of that. I'm using that Personna Med Prep blade again. This is its third use, and it's going strong. So there it is, nice and gently, and you'll feel it bite, and there you go. Not over tightened, but it's tight. There you go. Good little razor, very mild razor. Suffolk shaver, if you're watching, Steve. Filled the Omega. I took this off and filled it with water to give it a bit more weight. So we'll give that a go. Right, I'm going to use palm olive soap, hard soap, shaving stick. Easily bought, 50 pence in this country, in the supermarkets, 49p, 50p. It's a good soap, and that's why it's still around today. It's been around for years. The scent of this is superb. And what I'm going to do is something you may want to consider doing when you start shaving. It takes a lot of, what can I say, guesswork out of lathering up when you first start. So you've got your stubble there, and all I do is I've sort of shaved, I've come out the shower, hot shower, and then as I soak the brush, I'll re-wet my face with this warm water. You can use a pre-shave oil, cream, you can even use, well, anything you want as a pre-shave, but general people use either water, or if you're posh, hot towels, shaving oil, pre-shave cream, or pre-shave soap. Right, keep it simple. So I've wet the face, I dip that in water and rub it into the bristles. I enjoy this way of lathering. So your bristles take off a bit of soap, and you want to do this every part where you're going to shave, really. And this is a lot of people do this way, but this is the way I do it. There's many ways you can do it to change. You can brush lather off the soap if you want, or take a few shavings off, put it in your mixing bowl, all sorts of ways. And that's part of the fun of shaving this way as well. You can see now there's a good bit of soap there, and always go back to it if we need it. So rinse hands thoroughly. Brush has been soaking, so that needs flicking out. 1, 2, 3, so it's wet but it's not dripping. And you just start. See what happens. So when you're just starting out, you might find that easier. And the longer you lather up like this, the thicker and creamier it'll get. And the scent is absolutely superb. It's a classic. There's not many people who don't know what palm olive scent smells like. I shouldn't think. So you can see that was fairly easy. And what I do is when I go for a shower, I keep this in warm to hot water from the tap. Just let it soak in there. And it softens it up a bit and warms the brush up. Obviously wets the ball hair, which this is a ball brush, Omega. And if you thought, oh, it's a bit too thick there, dip the brush in water and that'll thin it out a bit. Right, that's the lathering, but before we do anything else, look at them beauties there. So let's have a bit of colour in the video and I'll take a close look at the flowers. So there we go, there's the flowers, beautiful. Can you see these, this, so you've really lathered your face now, lovely. And then drain that dirty water, hot water on the razor, just to warm it up, and then off we go. I find with this razor, short, no pressure again, no pressure at all. This blade is so comfortable, and yet it acts, shaves like a new blade. No messing. So I know now this blade, and this is what I say about change. Wilkinson sword blades are a good standard blade for me, right? But I've used this Med Prep blade. Now officially it's not meant for shaving this way, it's meant for shaving areas before operations obviously, but it works well. It's a superb, and I know now this works in an aggressive razor comfortably, and also in a mild razor. So soap scent, palm olive, go on, hey? I can see my father now, shaving. It's a classic scent, love it. palm olive aftershave, that'd be good. Probably do. Somebody will say now in the comments, oh, they do sell it. You see? Very light, but very short. And you know, to consider the cost of this soap and how long it lasts is amazing. You know, a little stick like that for 50 pence. Good lather, good performance, beautiful scent. You couldn't ask for any more. And good slickness, even on the first pass. That's a good first pass. Right, back to this. Now this is quite thick, as you can see, because the more we work it, I'm just using the soap that's in the brush now. May have to go back to it for the third pass, but hopefully, if you can see that, and it does add a bit of weight actually to the brush, that water. Good idea. And it doesn't leak either. I thought because you're not meant to do it, you see. Right, look at that. Wasn't a lot of effort in that lather, was it? Making it, to be fair. So just an idea, maybe you haven't thought of it. It may help you just till you get going. Once you get going and you start shaving without thinking about it too much, like driving, you start to enjoy the shave then. And you can make lathers however you want, but hopefully this will just give you a helping hand. Because I think a lot of people, when you start off, if things go wrong or you've got no idea and it's not a nice experience, you won't do it. It puts you off. Cross the growth now, which is that way for me. So if you get any ideas or help like this, then hopefully it inspires you to try and keep going. And if you've got a double chin, naturally you're laughing, you're halfway there. Right, what am I going to do for the third? Right, well, I'm going to wet. I've done the moustache area. Don't jump the gun, Paul. Please. Okay, sorry about that. That's lovely. Right. Rinse, rinse, rinse. Wet the soap. Back to the face, but there won't be much stubble now. There'll be a bit there, but there's not a lot, so you just sort of just put in a thin layer, really. You don't need a lot. That'll do, because there's some still left in the brush. Dip that. You can, you know, we're not using a bowl, so I just sort of quickly under the tap and then to the face. Nice relaxing shave, no effort, no drama, no. If you walk away from the bathroom clean shaven, happy with the experience, no pain, you've done it right. you've done it right. Doesn't matter what anybody says. That's all that matters. If you've enjoyed it, you're pain-free and you're clean-shaven, you're an expert on yourself. Pearl brush. Very nice. Right, what are we having? Sunday dinner. Well, let's wet the palate. We're having roast pork, boiled potatoes, sprouts, haven't had them since Christmas, carrots and gravy. Nice and simple. And it's lovely, this slickness, you know, for a soap. It's not a posh shaving cream, which I would expect to be luxurious and slick. But always bear in mind you've paid 50 pence, well, in this country, yeah, and you get more than your money's worth. Yeah, so pork with crackling, very important. Boiled potatoes, Welsh potatoes, carrots, sprouts, lashings, I say lashings of gravy, and apple cider. Which me, Kevy shaves, and the Suffolk shaver will devour in the award ceremony which Shave-a-thon makes pictures of, that we attend. And what I like about the pictures, it always looks like I'm winning, so carry on. No, it's good fun, good fun. Right, pick up time now. And you'll hear what I mean, because you'll hear the raspy when it's picking up the bits you've missed, like that. Hear that? Nice and gentle. Turn it over. Yeah, lovely, nice and relaxing. Someone asked me, well, it may have been on the other channel actually, but I'll answer it on here as well, in case anybody's ever wondered it. Do you ever go out on a Sunday for lunch, for dinner, whatever? We used to always go out Sunday, not necessarily for lunch or dinner or whatever, although we did have a bite to eat. I'm just re-wetting the face, I'm just going to go lightly again. But these days, as we both work, and Mrs H works Saturday morning as well, as I do mainly. I have a Saturday off every 6th week, and we love our Sundays at home these days. We relax. I do some cooking, which I love, shaving, all sorts of things, and it's nice, and really we benefit from the rest, you know, doing things you enjoy, like as I say, cooking and just being together in the summer, in the garden, whatever, just relaxing. Well, you should do, really, because we all tend to you have a bit of spare time, and you start filling that spare time. Oh, I'll do this, do that, do this, do that, and then you overwhelm yourself and you do sod all. Or is that just me? It's just me. Right, that's it. Oh, look, see, mild razor. Don't know what. Oh, hang on, I can feel a bit there. That's an awkward. See that there, that spot? It grows out like a star in every direction, so it's quite sensitive. Missed that. As you can hear, probably it's cutting in all directions, but oh, that's better, yeah, that's better. Okay, just rinse off now, water. Yeah, as I say, it's still a shaving video, but hopefully it helps or inspires anybody new or whatever to give it a go. Right, Boots the Chemist. You'll be aware of that place if you're from this country and other countries now. Mentioned it a few times in the videos, and this is their version of tea tree and witch hazel. Now, this feels, compared to witch hazel on its own, there's a slight oiliness to it, but it's nice. It's a nice, and tea tree's good for you. Now, there is a slight tingle, very slight. Yeah, I can smell the tea tree. Put it all over the shop if you want. That's lovely. So, but it doesn't, you know, it doesn't leave you greasy or anything like that. It just feels that slightly, there's like a film in there compared to witch hazel on its own stuff. And then we're going to put the Boots again. Is it? No, this is not Boots. I was going to use the Boots one, sorry. This is Savers. If you ever, no, it's not. Superdrug. I've got one from Savers. They've got a version. This is Superdrug, sorry. Aftershave lotion, Forest Fresh. And if you can see the bottom, I don't know if you can read that, but it says Superdrug there. And this is a nice, again, an 80s, 70s, 80s typical aftershave scent. Oh yeah, nice. Reminds me a bit, there's a hint of, do you remember an aftershave, I think it was in the 80s, called Insignia? It's a bit on that line for me. Very nice. So that's Superdrug aftershave lotion, Forest Fresh, and then we're going to use, to put the moisture, very important part of the shave, if anything, if you left any of that out, never leave this bit out, and that is Nivea Original post shave balm, replenishing, and just a, there you go, that'll do. You'll see. Put on your warm hands. Oh, that's a nice combination. I love sometimes the combination of aftershave, tea tree, and then Nivea. It's nice. That's nice. Oh. Really happy with that. Right, and that is it, I think. Ready to cook. Gotta have tea first. Either Twinings everyday breakfast or Yorkshire tea, one or the other. Both superb. Right. Recap. What have we used? Well, we've used the Wilkinson Sword Classic, non-adjustable, very mild razor. Metal in the handle is a good balance. It's a two-piece plastic thread to be aware of. And I used the Personna Med Prep blade, third use, like new. No issues whatsoever. Did have a touch there where I'm always doing it, but the milder the razor, the worse I am. But yeah, if you see, it's there's no major issues. It's a nice clean smooth shave. But the way I use a mild razor I found is better. No pressure at all as normal, whatever razor you use, but light and short strokes, and this blade is superb. It's a bit like that Gillette Wilkinson sword blade, actually. It keeps going. I'm not going to use it till it finishes, but I'm just wanted to know how it would feel in an aggressive and a mild for myself as well. Right, so we used that razor, and then we've used the palm olive shave stick, and we wet the face, wet the soap, rubbed it on. When you feel it dragging, wet the soap again, keep going. We soaked the Omega ball brush, we filled it with water, and there you go. And gives it a bit more weight. That's the only people said, oh, try it, so I've tried it. And so the Suffolk shaver, if you're watching, no, I haven't forgot this time, I remembered, and there it is. So it gives it a bit more weight, no other reason for it. But this brush was soaked as I had a shower, and then flicked it so it's wet but not dripping, and then starts to lather up. Then you see it build up. You can add a bit more water if you want, and woof. And when you're happy with it, when it's nice and creamy, you can start to shave. Rinsed off with water, and I used Boots' own witch tea tree and witch hazel. Good stuff. And then we used Superdrug aftershave lotion, Forest Fresh. Quite 80s typical scent of insignia-ish to me. Lovely, nice. And then the Nivea Men original pre-shave, post-shave. Well, you could use it as a pre-shave, I don't know, maybe. There's a test for you. Replenish it, put your teeth in. Replenishing post-shave balm. There we go. Good stuff. Very happy with that. So, thanks for watching yet again. All the comments. I read them all. I've got a lot to read again, and look out for my thumbs up underneath. If you have one, it's from me. If you have 2 or 3, it's from a lot more people. That's in case I don't answer your comments. Nothing personal, but if you have a look at my comments, I'm very lucky and honoured. Thank you so much to get a good response to the videos and lots of comments, and never stop commenting, because I do read them, and there's a lot of people get help from people's tips, the way they shave, and advice in the comment section. So it's always worth scrolling down the comments and find some interesting stuff. And yeah, so thanks for all your support. I hope you have some fantastic shaves yourself. I hope it's inspired anybody, not just new, anybody really, to just enjoy shaving. That's all it's about. And it's nice having a chat with friends. And thanks to Mrs H for the flowers and a bit of colour. They'll go downstairs now and adorn, is that the word? Adorn? The table. And give us a bit of colour for Sunday. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on Wednesday for the midweek shave. Take care.